Gary Vee put it in an interesting way. Yesterday, he was talking about documenting that how some people think it's selfish, but honestly, he said it's altruistic in a sense that your kids and your grandkids and great-grandkids will be able to look back and trace your life and have an idea of how it is you live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought about
We never could do that.
it. You never could do, right?
Think about it. We documented so much stuff and they'll be able to see later on.
They can sit there and watch a clip at night if they wanted to, and know what great-granddad was about.
Doing
And
date, time, everything.
And what does that do? That helps with identity formation. Like they get to reconcile what they feel and who they truly are against the very thing that gave you your DNA. Like part of that person that made you. So now you know why you behave this way. You do these things.
They see your writings, what you wrote,
Everything.
how you feel that day, what you look like that day.
Everything. Everything. And they feel connected, right?
Yeah.
Because think about how everybody's doing the ancestry and, trying to find like where they come from. We have a mission, I think, to help that. When we talk legacy, it's not just what you leave, for people to pick up.
Right.
Yeah, it's content for them to consume, and then be inspired to create their own. And so, and that's
right now.
That's it. Autobiography as you go. Why not? Alex Feldman, who's a famous psychologist, said that when kids don't know their families or their parents, they're at what he calls a quote-unquote severe disadvantage in their development because they don't have something to bounce. What they don't have to bounce off of. Like if you feel in a certain thing, no reference, no point of reference. So that's why it's important. So now you get all these, young folks trying to figure out who they are with no reference, and it's trial and error, and they're guessing along the way. Whereas if you're that kid who's got it right there in the home early on,
They know where to get certain characteristics from.
yeah,
Why they do certain things.
exactly, and how to do it, how to respond.
But your parents are not. You're a lot like them.
And that was the other part of that same study. Because they did it with siblings, they did it with parents. And you're absolutely right. The other part of that study was you become like them. Your ability to observe them real time gives you the advantage of understanding why.
One lesson I learned was I never knew my biological father. But I know he died in his early 50s of heart disease.
Wow.
So that's why you see me here.
Right.
The club going on my
Getting it in. Getting it in, right? Absolutely.
No matter how much you want to, try to ignore the fact that you don't know them, doesn't take anything away from them. You still carry a trait.
You can't run from the genetics. The genotype. Phenotype, you look like them. That's the physical traits, right? The genotype is what's inside of you.
Right.
The DNA. You can't escape it. That's why when they say they separate twins at birth, it's crazy. 30 years later, they come together and you realize you're still the same person. I mean, you're different, but there's certain parallels.
They'll start doing it. They'll start thinking back at certain times in their life. A lot of times they're doing the same things. Going through the same experiences, even though they weren't together.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, take me and my brother, we're completely different. Two completely different places in life. But we grew up in the same environment. So how do we account for that difference? Genetics. We had two different dads. You know what I'm saying? And what's in me, even though my dad's not here anymore, I remember of him. What became of my brother was very much indicative and representative of who his dad is.
The thing about it doesn't lock you into a certain destiny.
That's true.
Because what it is for you to do, like I said, is a reference point.
Yeah.
You know where to make a adjustments.
Yeah.
You know where your short points are, your weaknesses. You know what to focus on, but not to focus on.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know about Pops. He didn't work out. You know what I mean? Good guy, but I'm sure he didn't take care of himself.
Not like that.
He could have.
Not like that, right?
You know what I mean? So,
Not like this.
yeah, my deal is, I may have the same thing, but I'm going to do something different.
Yeah.
That's what it all comes down to.
And that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between education and experience. I think we learn in those two ways. Experience is what we encounter and endure,
Right.
right? Education is the information that we get from somebody else's experience.
How do you use it?
How do you use it? So to know is to be educated. To be educated, gives you options. Puts you in a position of power to choose.
Right.
Yeah.
It's good to know the fathers and Christian authors like
Yes.
that doesn't put you in a Christian.
Yeah.
But it's good for you to know that.
Yeah. It's good for
You
you
know
to
why he was there.
Right. He had a quick temper.
Get there, right? Maybe he had a bad temper.
Yeah.
Maybe you got that temper.
Yeah.
Now you know what you
And you
got
gotta
to do.
channel it. You gotta
Show that temper.
Yeah. It's like what I call the difference.
What we did this.
That's what I call the difference between power and poise. Power is lightning. Poise is lightning in a glass jar. You imagine you got that power sealed up,
Right.
contained, when, how, where to use it, how much. Poise. Yeah.
When does it take the power away?
Doesn't.
It just regulates it, directs it in the right places.
Efficiency.
It's just
Right?
doesn't waste it.
It's like that VO2 max. Yeah, these feel good. I can run for miles.